Sunday, September 30th, marks the 7th annual weekend of prayer and fasting for victims of sexual trafficking. Salvationists around the world will pray for the nearly 1.4 million people currently forced to work in the sex trade. The Salvation Army has released an eye-opening report on the impact of alcohol abuse in Australia.
Drinking encompassed every area of my life. You know, it was my main priority, and I spent everything that I basically had on it. Food was, again, a second priority. Drinking would take all my finances. I could manage myself to a certain extent, but for the most part, drinking took everything that I had. My mum, my dad, my sisters, they were affected greatly. My mum and that watched me basically drinking myself to death. So from their perspective, it must have been awful just to watch me deteriorate. I robbed them, I stole from my family, I lied to my family. I did awful things, you know, that I really regret in hindsight. My initial family, it had a lot of problems with stealing and lying and cheating. And then when I met my ex-partner and had my children, again, that part of my family, I mean, for my kids, physically I was there, but mentally, emotionally and spiritually I wasn't, you know. I couldn't give what I didn't have, I suppose. It had a profound effect on them and on me as well. When you drink too much, drink alcoholically like I did, I mean, the truth is you can't be a good role model for your children. So I'd hate to think on so many levels, financially, emotionally and mentally, just socially being there for my children and fronting up on time. There were times when I wanted to, but I just couldn't do it, you know. I just couldn't face the world, I suppose. Where most people would be able to focus in on what they're doing this afternoon with their children or mapping out their day, my days are all mapped around how to get my next drink. You know, there's a way that I know that I should be as a man, you know, responsible, mature, you know, there for my family. And when I'm not actually doing that, the drink covers over it for a little while, but then when it goes away, emotionally I feel destroyed because I know I'm not the person I want to be. I used to feel really guilty, but because I've been in recovery for 12 years and I'm actually a pretty good father these days, by my actions being better, the guilt has diminished over the years.
For information on treatment programs in your area, please contact your local Salvation Army. The Salvation Army USA has released its annual report. Thanks to the support of the community, the Salvation Army was able to serve nearly 30 million Americans last year with food, shelter, education, career services, and so much more. To read the report, please visit our national website. In closing, we turn to Ephesians. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time. Be sure to tune in next week for more Salvation Army news from around the world. For Salvation Army Today, I'm Roberta Simmons-Smith. Good day, and may God bless you.